we are going to focus on the fact that Lamar Jackson has made public that he requested a trade, which is a different and overarching. The fact that he was able to be traded and the fact that he requested a trade is not the same. I don't agree with Adam on that. That is completely different coming out of his mouth to the public's ear. And then when you start talking about Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens chronologically, historically, right? Let's go to, I want to talk about a little football, like actually on the field. I'm not sure if there is a player that has done more for their team or been asked to do more for their team than Lamar Jackson. I'm not sure if a player has not been given the requisite weapons in order to really succeed and thrive when it comes to Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. I'm not sure if a system evolved enough offensively in order for the Baltimore Ravens to really be contenders. And we could talk about Lamar being injured. That's fair. We could talk about Lamar missing time and missing the last 5 games of the last 2 seasons. But let's also talk about what Lamar has done in the games that he's played. I think he's 45-16 or something like that in his career with Baltimore. And we all know who's been responsible for Baltimore's success when we start talking about the bulk of them winning and being contenders and being in the conversation to compete at a very high level with these other quarterbacks that we see in the NFL on the AFC side in particular. Guys, I want y'all to think about this, and I'm going to give it to Mad Dog. I want y'all to think about what the Kansas City Chiefs did in the offseason when they needed to revamp an offensive line for Patrick Mahomes. I want y'all to think about what the Cincinnati Bengals did when they drafted Jamar Chase and they revamped an offensive line for Joe Burrow and they added pieces on the defensive side. I want y'all to think about what the Los Angeles Chargers have done when they've added pieces, signing J.C. Jackson and Khalil Mack and adding pieces to that offense and trying to continue to facilitate for their quarterback. Now, let's look at the Ravens and let's be honest about if that organization has done enough to surround Lamar Jackson with the type of pieces that he's needed in order to try to compete for a Super Bowl outside of him and Mark Andrews and what they've been able to do out from a run game specific mentality. Listen, we can always argue that Lamar Jackson didn't play well enough. We can always argue that something happened. But if we look at this in context, from what an organization has done, from evolution standpoint of an offense, why Greg Roman is gone and Tom Monken is up. So the Baltimore Ravens have expressed and acknowledged that they didn't do enough offensively to evolve. And then when you talk about surrounding him with the guys, with the type of playmakers that's needed to compete against the Patrick Mahomes, who went out and got players, who had a Tyreek Hill in that span. When we talk about the Cincinnati Bengals drafting Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and Tyler, I can go on and on about what organizations have done to surround their quarterbacks with what they thought was enough to win a championship. Lamar Jackson hasn't been afforded that. Now, we can lie and say he has, and we could try to build whatever story we want to for him being in position. Him and Mark Andrews has been the sole reason the Baltimore Ravens have even been in consideration for a team that could potentially win a Super Bowl. So let's think about all of that when we start talking about his value and his worth as we get into what Tedy so eloquently stated, the true season is on its way.
Well, first off, this has nothing to do, Swagoo, with the surrounding cast. Let's call it like we see it.
Oh, it does?
No, it doesn't.
It does?
This has to do with his money. That's what it does. Because if they offered him the money that wants it. No, hold on now, Swagoo. I got to let you talk for 10 minutes. Let me say something. If this has to do with with players, if they offered him $250 million right now, guaranteed, he'd sign in a second. He's signing a heck of it. He's signing a second. They offered him 100, according to Adam, who knows more about it than I do. They guaranteed him $175 million for a guy who has not been able to finish the last 2 seasons and has won 1 playoff game. Now, hold on now. That is, you know what? Treat me that way. That's a lot of love. $175 million. That's more than Mahomes makes, guaranteed. That's $175 million for a guy who hasn't finished the last 2. This has got nothing to do with Mark Andrews or other wide receivers. This has to do, as they always say, George Young told me this a long time ago, Hall of Fame general manager New York Giants. Chris, when they say it isn't about the money, it's about the money. And this is what this is about. He wants more than $175 million. We can quibble if that's enough, not enough. That's what this is about. To me,
So?
that's enough for that. That's enough. Now he wants more.
Man, no.
It's his right to see if he can get that. But it's about the money.
If they want to play the game,
nobody's
if they want to
agreeing.
play the game, they want to play the game.
Go
They're
ahead,
going to
Tedy.
play the game. This is what's going to happen here. This has got nothing but getting ugly. You want to play business? If I'm Lamar Jackson, let's play business. I just turned 26 in January. I'm going to be 27 next year. I got so many prime years left in my career. Listen. You want me to still come in there? I can play the game for the entire year. Okay, I can go in there and still get that $32 million guarantee that you want to give me for this franchise tag. Any type of little nick or scrape or ache, I'll be sitting down, coach. I'll be sitting down, and that's how I'm going to play you, because this is how you play me, and you don't value what I'm worth. If you want to play the game, we can play the game, and that's what's going to happen right there, because Lamar Jackson has that magic number that a lot of GMs still throw at you, and that's that age. An age where he just turned 26, and he has time. And that's all I'm saying with that. This is going to get so many degrees of ugly if the Ravens want to play this out and not value him for what he's worth, like Lamar is saying.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.